Hi, my name is Dylan.
Hi, my name is Blake.
Hi, my name is Bryce.
Welcome, wonderful Woodlands parents, students, and VIPs to our assembly.
Hi, my name is Alonzo.
Hi, my name is Jordan.
Hi, my name is Trenton.
Please stand for the presentation of the colors.
Hi, my name is Mary. Hi, my name is Kella.
Hi, my name is Chad.
Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Hi, my name is Lucy.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn.
Hi, my name is Emily.
Please join us in saying the Oklahoma salute.
Hi, my name is Haley. Hi, my name is Meredith. Hi, my name is Lance.
Please join us in saying the Woodlands Creed.
My name is Ace. Hi, my name is Connor. Hi, my name is Jason. Please join in the moment of silence. Please be seated. Hi, my name is Cash. My name is Bryce. Hi, my name is Laria.
The lunch menu for today is cheese bread, marinara sauce, seasoned black beans, cherry tomatoes, broccoli, and cheese, and apple cider.
Hi, my name is Solomon. Hi, my name is Vincent. What's Alcavadeus? Why aren't you doing well in history? Because the teacher keeps on asking about things that happened before I was born.
The quote of the week is commitment is an act, not a word. John Paul Sartre.
Using difficult times to demonstrate my commitment to those I serve. Last week, Miss Magnus' awesome second grade class shared some historic American symbols.
bald eagle, Statue of Liberty, Liberty Bell, and the White House.
Before the United States adopted its official flag, America flew several different kinds of flags, including one with a snake on it in 1773. A new flag was raised in the Boston Tea Party.
The flag has 13 stripes to send a message to England that said the colonies could work together as one unit, but there wasn't just one flag flying over America.
Over the years, people have made flags. Some flags had pine trees and others had snakes. In 1777, Congress decided on one flag. The flag should be red, white, and blue. The flag would have one stripe and one star for each of the 13 colonies, but there was no rule about how the stars would be arranged.
Sometimes the stars were sewn in a circle. Sometimes the stars are sewn in rows. There are 13 stripes on the flag, one for each colony. There are 50 stars on the flag, one for each state.
The Lincoln Memorial was designed after Temple's as age increased. It was built as a tribute to our 16th President Abraham Lincoln. Many people say he was one of the greatest presidents in our nation's history. Lincoln successfully led the country through the turmoil of the Civil War and outlawed the cruel and unfair practice of slavery in the U.S.
After Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, the public and government wanted to make a memorial for him. Work began on Lincoln Memorial in 1914 and was completed in 1922. Martin Luther King Jr. made his famous I Have a Dream speech from the steps of the memorial in 1963. The Lincoln Memorial was located on the west end of the National Mall in Washington, D.C.
Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a giant sculpture in the mountains of South Dakota. It shows the faces of the 4 presidents. The faces are of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, and Theodore Roosevelt. Crews used drills, dynamite, and other tools to clear away the rock. Then they carved each face out of a mountain with care.
The artists who planned the sculpture wanted to show the men waist up, but when the work began at Washington Scope, the work had to stop because the rock on the lower mountain was different.
They decided to carve the president's heads after 14 years. The final sculpture was finished in 1941. Over 2 million people visit Mount Rushmore each year. Statue of Freedom. The Statue of Freedom sits on top of the dome of the United States Capitol. The statue is 19 feet, 6 inches tall. It weighs about 50,000 pounds.
The statue has a sheeted blue sword in its right hand. In its left hand, it had a green wreath of victory.
It has a shield of the United States on it. It has 13 stripes. The helmet has yellow stars around. The helmet has a crest made out of an eagle's head, feathers, and talons. The rest honors Native American. So you will put a thing that said the U.S. The Washington Monument is about 555 feet tall. Its outside walls are made of white marble, but the marble at the top is not the same color as the marble at the bottom.
When the tower was about 150 feet tall, work had to stop, first because money ran out and then the Civil War started.
The project is on hold for 25 years. Finally, when work started again, workers could not get marble from the same quarry.
The new marble dome similar to the weather came and made the color a different color.
Some people see the line as a flaw, while others may view the wing as part of our nation's unique history. Thank you for coming to our assembly about American symbols. Please welcome Mr. Williams for announcements.
Thank you, Mrs. Lineber, second grade. Great information about American symbols and great research that you all did to help us know about all those things. We're glad to have Chef Jeff this morning, and Chef Jeff has a friend with him.
I do. How many of you remember Ray? Right. Okay. We call him Ray because X-ray. We can see inside. And I am going to pull out, wait, the Kidney brothers. Look at them. They have sunglasses on and everything. How many of you have kidneys? Oh, I hope so. Some people have just one. Okay, you can put your hands down. Our kidneys are so important to us that what they do is they act as a filter. So when you're at home and you're helping with dinner and you make some spaghetti and you make it in a pot of water and then you drain off the water and you put it in a colander or a sieve or something like that, you pour it in the sink and the water goes through and then the spaghetti stays. Well, that's what happens in your kidneys. Your blood goes through the kidneys. 20% of your blood every day goes through the kidneys, and that's real important. You wouldn't think that's a lot. It's like 151 quarts of blood. So if you had to think about it, it's around 37 to 40 gallons of milk. That, if you had that many gallons of blood, that's a lot. It goes through. And your kidneys, these two guys, what they do is they clean up your blood. So if you have things that are bacteria in your blood and stuff like that, because we have to have our blood working right. Because we've talked about the heart before. It pumps one way and goes in another, and it goes to our brain. It goes to a lot of different places. And so if our blood has contaminants in it, these guys clean it up. Now, your kidneys are located in your lower back, right below your rib cage, and they're about this size right here. So what can you do to help your kidneys? Well, berries are wonderful. I love berries. Raspberries, blueberries, cranberries are incredible. And the reason berries are good is because they have something called antioxidants, and I talk about them all the time. That's what cleans our system. That's what keeps us well. And so the antioxidants attach to the bad things in our blood, and then it's expelled out through our body. And so we need this to work right. Now, the things that don't help us, high sugar amounts. That doesn't help our kidneys at all. That puts them under a lot of stress. A high protein, and I love protein, but a high protein only diet will hurt our kidneys. Seafood's wonderful for our kidneys, so we eat a lot of those different things, different varieties, moderations, but one thing is keep our weight under control and be active, and that's real important so these two brothers can be happy. There's over 1 million filters inside of each kidney, so they work really, really hard, and we want to take good care of our bodies. So you guys have a great weekend, and next week I want to see you because Thursday and Friday's fall break, but we'll see you the following week where we're going to talk about pumpkins. How fun is that?
Pumpkins are so fun. Thank you, Chef Jeff. Okay, I have our character award to give today. Our little eagle goes to a student who is very loyal. He takes his responsibilities seriously and follows through with his commitments. And that makes me proud to give this award to Blake Daly. Give him a hand. He's way up there. Congratulations.
We will be giving our Spirit Award in a few minutes, and I don't see our Spirit Award up here, so if your class has it, teachers, if you would send a runner to go get it so that we've got it to give to our class who wins it today. Several things to remember. First of all, be prepared this afternoon or at lunchtime, teachers, for indoor recess. We'll see what things look like when it gets closer. For sure, we will be off of the grass. If it stopped raining, we'll be on the blacktop. If not, we'll be on indoor recess. So we'll let you know before lunchtime what that's going to look like, but be prepared. This afternoon, teachers, we have the Fire Prevention Assembly at 1:30. It'll be right here. We'll be sitting on the bleachers. If your class is coming, be in here by 1:30 so that we are ready to go. We got off to a really great start with parent-teacher conferences last night. We got off to a really great start with those last night. A lot of your parents came last night. A lot of your parents have already come. A lot of them have appointments with your teachers next week. Parents, if you haven't scheduled your parent-teacher conference, I encourage you to drop by the office on your way out. Sign up for time so that we can get those conferences in. Our goal is 100% of our families meeting with teachers for those parent-teacher conferences. Students, continue to work on the recess lineup. We've been talking about the procedure long enough that we shouldn't have to be continuing to remind you. So make sure you remember, when is recess over? When the whistle blows, you line up facing hands, voices. We know what to do. Make sure that you are doing it. A lot of our recess problems happen when we are lining up. So be ready to line up, be ready to listen, be ready to hear instructions, and to come back in to learn. All right, our Sparkling Dustpan Award goes to a class. The class has done the best job keeping the room clean and helping our custodians out through the week. And our Sparkling Dustpan Award goes to an intermediate class. That would be what grades? Third, fourth, or fifth. And the award goes to Mrs. Wells' fourth grade class. So Mrs. Wells will take some time to come and get the award for your class. All right, Spirit Award. Teachers, take a moment to count up Woodlands shirts, blue shirts, white shirts, Ponca City High School shirts. Woodlands. If your class had 10 or more spirit shirts, please stand up. 12 or more, stay standing. 14 or more, stay standing. Wow, 16 or more, stay standing. 18 or more, stay standing. 19 or more. 20 or more. Oh yeah, 2 classes still up? 21 or more.
We both have 20. We both have 1.
Okay, so both those classes had 21. Is this Miss Anderson's class? So Miss Anderson's class and Miss Lineber's class. So come on out, Lexi, get the award, and on Tuesday afternoon, Miss Anderson's class, if you'll pass it along to Miss Lineber's class. I know I had to be gone several days earlier this week to a conference. Thanks everybody for all of your help making that work, students, teachers, staff alike. All right, it is going to be a great Friday at Woodlands Elementary School. Turn to your teacher, watch for instructions, and have an awesome Friday.